Okay, go ahead.
My name is Maya Ewings. I am from Tacoma, Washington, and I was a parent ambassador year 13.
We'll have you just talking to me as though we're having a conversation. What value, if any, did the training add to your life? Sorry, I should ask firsthand. Were you one of the agents of change?
Mhm.
Okay, excellent. In talking with other people, what words would you use to describe the Parent Ambassador program?
Parent ambassadors has been influential. It's been encouraging. It's been uplifting. Um, it came into my life at a time where I really needed to find my footing, and so it empowered me and helped me to see myself um, in a different way, more positive.
Is there a training or topic discussion that you remember is significant? If so, can you describe why it is significant?
Learning how to tell my story to policymakers was significant to me because I didn't believe I had a story. Hearing everyone speak passionately about the things and the issues they were concerned about, and not yet having any major encounters. I didn't see how my story could make an impact, but after going through the training and developing a story, and then being able to use it, I see just how valuable those trainings can be in empowering parents to use their voice to make policy change.
What would you tell lawmakers about how families with young children, including your own family, have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic?
Isolation is probably the biggest impact. Children need social interaction to help with their development, and the loss of jobs, the loss of spaces in early learning programs, the loss of the ability to really connect with the providers due to the barriers. There just needs to be so much more funding to rebuild and support more families when it comes to those things, because trying to make ends meet but not being able to find childcare, or even when I was working in childcare, not being paid enough to stay in it, even if it's your heart's work. There just needs to be more support, more funding going into these programs to help us all rebuild. And so many families had to drop out of the workforce due to the pandemic and the lack of childcare, and so they work hand in hand in rebuilding the economy.
How would you create a child care subsidy program so it will actually help families who work and go to school?
It would have to be more holistic. Yes, there has been changes in the subsidy caps, but there's a lot of variables that impact how much a family is able to put in on their child care costs that aren't being considered. And so I would definitely, hopefully the goal is to work towards, free early learning programs for all, because those who need it most are always running into barriers. It would be great if you qualify for one subsidy program, or like WIC, TANF, SNAP benefits, then you just automatically receive subsidy. But that would be a great place to start.
How long ago were you a parent ambassador, and what has changed in your life since then? Do you think parent ambassadors played a role in where you are now in life? How?
I just graduated from the Parent Ambassador program. I was in the 2021 cohort, And since then, I have just seen myself able to speak and share, and hopefully soon mobilize. I've always engaged with families, and I'm constantly hearing from parents in my area, and I believe that the Parent Ambassador program has given me the tools I need to turn these stories and these experiences from parents into positive change. I hope to have listening sessions and storytelling opportunities where parents and caregivers can come together and we can see what the real needs of our community are, and we can talk to change makers and policy makers in our area to try to get our children and families what they need.
What was most memorable for you in your year as a PA?
My most memorable moments were the opportunities where we got to come together in person and engage with each other. There's always an electricity in the rooms when we gather. You can feel the vulnerability of the people. They want to share, they want to see positive change. And so there's like this like-mindedness that empowers and moves you. It's always very emotionally charged because you want to see these people win. And it's one person's story, you relate to it, and then you think of the other people in your life, and you just see how many people need support and how important parent voice is, and how important it is for parents to be at the tables where decisions are being made, and being around other families and hearing how they're fighting, for their children and for the other children in their community. It really inspires to continue and keep going. So those together in-person meetings where we're getting more information, we're learning more tools, we're getting more resources, and it's an intensive weekend or so, it really gives us a good push in the right direction. So I'm really grateful for those.
Cool. That's it?
Awesome.